Hello everyone, this is Professor Maloney, and tonight I'm creating my final video recording for this class. Okay, so I hope you have learned a fair amount from these recordings, but tonight's recording will demonstrate approximately half of the PowerPoint Module 1 project. So all you have to do is follow along with what I'm doing, and just by doing the steps that I do, you'll get more or less 50%. We'll find out after I upload the file, after I do it, to find out the exact points. But then you just continue, you then finish the remaining steps, and you'll easily get a 80 or 90%. And many of you for sure will get 100%. Remember, it's based on Module 1 training. At this point, and this is, by the way, Monday, June the 6th. And at this point, there's only like 2 people in the whole class that have even done Module 1 training. So it's very embarrassing. I know the Microsoft Access exam is this coming Thursday, so that should be your focus. But at the same time, as I've said every week, you have it's a 6-week mini-term class that you signed up for. So you need to always be moving along, okay? So anyway, I'm going to hopefully limit this to about 45 minutes. I'm going to move kind of fast, all right? So I shall share my screen, and let's start. Hide that little tag there. I've already got MindTap open. Oh, I guess I don't. So now I shall close it and go, let's see, where the heck am I? In here. I am recording. Let me actually make sure that I am recording this thing here before I go crazy. Definitely it's recording. So that, and I'm sharing my screen, that's fine. All right. So let me go back here, and I'll go on over to MindTap again. Students start here. Of course, as you know, I did a Word Module 1 project demonstration. Then I did an Excel Module 1 project demonstration. And so hopefully you followed along with those. And now it's PowerPoint. I already did the PowerPoint 32 task PowerPoint MindTap training demonstration. And now I'm going to go into the Module 1. See, everything's due on June 15. And see that, so 2 people. I said literally only 1 or 2 people have done it. Okay. And the same 2 people, obviously, that did the training have done the project, and the average score, 93.5%. So that's a very good job. It could easily be 100, but either way, it's perfectly fine. So I'm going to go in here and just start the project. So, you get 3 tries for each project. So remember that. Okay. And by the way, there's no access projects. So even though you have the access exam this coming Thursday, June the 9th, you should still be able to get ahead on PowerPoint because you don't have to worry about doing projects for access, okay? Anyway, so I'm going to start. As always, we download the instruction file, the instructions file, the start file, and any support files that they want us to use for the project, okay? And then we're going to work on our own computers, because projects, remember, are not done in a virtual machine like the trainings and the exams and the practice exams. With projects, I mentioned 100 times in class, you have to download everything to your computer or whichever computer you're working on, but you cannot do it from MindTap. All you do here is download. Like I'm going to start by downloading the instructions file. So it's now downloaded. Okay. Now I'm going to download the start file. So now it's downloaded. Now I'm going to download the support file. This is just a JPEG file. So let's open this one just to look at what it is. So this file here, this picture, is going to be inserted somewhere into the project, okay, in the PowerPoint file, in other words. All right, so I'm going to open up the starter file, which is this one. Enable editing. You always need to enable editing on these projects. So then I'm going to minimize that one. Go back to my downloads. Now I want to open up the instructions file, the Word document. Okay, I don't necessarily need to enable editing, but I'm going to do it because sometimes I just make comments or whatever in here. And remember, at the end of the instructions, they always show you a picture. Okay, So in this case, let's make it bigger. Okay. It's showing you all the slides, and they're showing us in looks like this is the slide sorter view. Sometimes there's different views, but in any event, you see slide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So there's 8 slides, okay? And we're going to be using these 8 slides, or you're going to be using the 8 slides. I'm going to do whatever it takes to get about 50% done. And but periodically, go scroll to the bottom and then make your picture larger, make it large so that you can see what it looks like. That'll sometimes help you, okay? All right, so I'm going to make this smaller again, not totally small though. Move it back up. All right, so first thing is open the file, right? That's the file we just downloaded, the start file, and immediately just save it, but with a number 2 instead of a number 1. So in other words, you rename it so it ends in a number 2. And you do not type the period PPTX, okay? Look what it says here. I said the same thing for Word and Excel. If you do not see the PPTX file extension, in this case, in the Save As dialog box, do not type it. Because if you did, you're going to have .pptx. In other words, it would be there twice, and your file would not upload because it would be incorrect, okay? And then to complete the project, you also need to download and save the following data file. So the JPEG, which I just showed you a minute ago what it looks like. And then they want us to ensure that our first and last name is displayed in the presenter notes on slide 1. So I'm going to go to open the PowerPoint again. Okay. So slide 1, and this is the notes. This file created specifically for John Maloney. Yours would say this file created specifically for your first name, your last name, as you are registered at MDC with, that information. And that also carries over when you do the student start here and you do your MindTap work. But so whatever name you have there is what should populate here. Okay. And as I said with Word and as I said with Excel, I know no one would cheat. But if someone wanted to cheat and they told the person, make sure you change this name down here to your name, it wouldn't help the person, and it wouldn't help the person that gave it to him or her either, because I will get a report from Cengage MindTap telling me. And how would I know? Because this one here with John Maloney has an embedded encryption key with my Miami-Dade College employee ID. You guys, your name as shown, on yours has an embedded encryption key with your student ID. So if it comes up to have Paula Jones, let's say she's in this class, but it was really done by Pauline Smith, let's say she's in this class, well, then the student IDs won't match, okay? So both students' reference would get a 0. Anyway, you wouldn't cheat, so that's a good thing. All right, so it ends in a number 1 as you see here. So I'm going to do File Save As, okay? And I'll just let this one go where I normally let them go. I'm going to go into my summer homestead, and remember, change the 1. You see how it does not have a .pptx on the end, but you see it's saving as PowerPoint presentation. Yours needs to, your computer must have PowerPoint on it. Ideally, it's supposed to have Office 365 Pro Plus. Otherwise, you won't be able to get as good a grade. But I'm going to get rid of the 1 by clicking to the right of it and hitting the backspace, change it to a 2. That's all you do. Everything else must stay the same. Okay? Must be exactly like this. But with, of course, your first and last name. And I'm saving it in Homestead Classes Summer 2022. All right. So now it's going to save in the right location. So now I'm going to open up my instruction. Actually, what I'm going to do is I normally RAM mine. When I say RAM, I want to be able to see the PowerPoint and the instructions at the same time. But with PowerPoint being so big, it may not work real well, but we'll see. So I'm just going to take this down here and boom it over on the right. And then I'm going to take the Word document and boom it on the left. And now they stack like this. If yours does that, great. If it doesn't, sorry about that. But you can still just go back and forth between the 2 files if need be. And really, this may not work for me because it doesn't give me a whole lot of space. So I'll see what I'm going to do. But anyway, so far, I opened the file. It ended with a 1. I told you do not add .pptx to it. And I saved it as a 2. So up here on mine now, this thing is saved now, but it ends in a 2. Then it says to complete the project, you also need to download and save the following data file. And I downloaded that JPEG file here somewhere. What's in my downloads anyway? I thought I left it open. Downloads, and it's the JPEG right here. Okay. So this file here, maybe I closed it afterwards. I'll minimize it this time. But this file here, at some point, you're going to be inserting it into your PowerPoint file. Okay. So I have that, and then I also have the instructions. All right. Okay. So I saved it as number 2. That's what I'm using. And it says that the presenter notes do not display your name. Oops. In slide 1. So this is what's called notes. If you go here, scroll down, you can see it says this file created specifically for John Maloney. But this area down there is called the presenter notes. Okay. And that's where you type it. It's not a comment. It's just presenter notes area. All right. All right. So that's there. So everything is A-OK. So now I go to the project steps as always. So they're saying change the theme colors to orange to match company branding. All right. So to go to do anything with themes and theme colors, you go to design. Okay. And you want to get, I'm going to try to keep it at this size. So in here is just all the themes. And then next to it, where it says variants, you'll see the colors for these themes. Okay. So they said change the theme colors to orange. So scroll down here looking for orange. Here's orange. You see as I'm hovering, it does make some changes, but don't worry so much about why there's all these other colors. It's based on what kind of styles you're using. You know, what kind of header styles, paragraph styles, picture styles, theme styles. There's a lot of things that go into these colors, but you just picked one that says orange, which is this one. So click it. So now it's done. Okay, hit your save button. All right. All right. So I changed that to orange. Now on slide 1, Silver River Career Consultants. So again, there's only 7 slides. And this is slide 1, Slide River Career Consultants. They're saying resize the picture to 13.33 inches wide. All right. So click on the picture. Remember when you click on the picture, just as I said with Word and just as I said with Excel when we were doing those things, then there's a picture format. Okay, if you're clicking on a picture. So I'm going to click the picture format, but see, you need to have first clicked on the picture. See, that's why if you don't click on here, you won't see picture format. And then here's the size. It's 4.59 inches. They want it to be 13.33 inches. That's a lot. I'm just going to select it all and type 13.33 and just enter. Okay. Now it's showing, oh wait, I think I did that wrong. Dang it, because yeah, that's, where's my undo? I got to make this thing go over now so I can see it better. Yeah, this is the height and this is the width. So they didn't want it on that one. So now I got to go back to home and undo. That's the good thing about undo, right? All right, so now I'm back in here, and now I'm going to go back to the picture format. And now, so that's what it was. Leave it like that. It's the width, the shape width that they wanted, okay? And they said to make it, now I can go back again. Oops. Out there. 13.33 inches wide. So you hover, it says width. You hover, it says height. You do the width, right? So I made a mistake there. So 13.33. Okay, I don't need to put the double quote because when I enter, it'll take it anyway. But if you want to, just do your shift and double quote and enter. Okay, so that's the width it should be. Hit the save button. All right, so 1A is done, 1B is done. On slide 2, hard skills versus, you know, I should also verify. So to verify that orange is that theme color, remember? I had told you this with Word and Excel as well. You then go back into your theme. So in design, okay, we go into the variants thing, and then we go into the colors thing. And as I scroll down, if you look, you'll see that orange has a little orangey or reddish border around that whole rectangle. And that is because it's the one that's selected. Okay, so it is in fact selected. Whoops. All right, so that's done. So 1A and 1B is done. All right, and then of course to verify the size again, just click on here, click picture format again, and that's the width. Hover on it. Yeah, it says width. It's 13.33 inches, 13.33 inches. All right, slide 2. So you click slide 2. Edit the bulleted lists. So here are the bulleted lists, these two things with the orange filled in circles to the left of them. Edit them as, so bold the words hard skills and soft skills. All right, so hard skills, we want to make this bold. Okay, so go into your font or your home group here, your font, and then hit B for bold. Okay, and then for soft skills, the same thing. Font, bold. Okay, hit your save. So now they both have bold. Okay. Oh, I got to change something else. Now change the font size of the words hard skills and soft skills to 24 point. Remember, I'm on slide 2. So hard skills, 24 point right here. Select it. Font again. Change this 20 to 24 for 24. Enter. Okay. Soft skills. Change the font, which says 20 to 24. Enter. Hit the save. So I did 1A, 1B, 2A, and then I did 2B. And now delete the unnecessary text for a specific job. So I'm looking for a specific job here. I just want to delete that. They're saying it's unnecessary, so we don't need it. Oh, shoot. Again, undo. I went one step too far. Remember, anytime you go too far or do whatever, just undo. So that's exactly the way it was. And now it's technical. So now, again, we need to go check what we've done, because now I did all 2A, B, C. It may be hard to tell, especially with me having a smaller screen on this now. But I'm going to scroll down here to the bottom and try to look at the picture again, make it a little bit bigger again. All right, so up here on this slide, which is 2, hard skills, you can tell it's in bold. You can't really tell the font size based on that, but we did change it. So hard skills is in bold, that hard skills is in bold. Soft skills is in bold, this soft skills is in bold. I changed both of them to 24 point, and then I got rid of the words after technical. It said they were unnecessary. They're gone, and they're gone on mine as well. All right, so that's A-OK. Make it smaller again. Oops. Smaller again. Okay, and then go back up. So I've done 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, and 2C. Now 3. It says with slide 2 still displaying. So here's, again, always make sure you're where they want you. So slide 2, yes, this is slide 2. Now it's saying enter the text, ask audience for examples, write on flip chart. And it looks like the period is in bold too. So they want us to type basically this. And you can probably do it this way. I'll just copy it. So I'm going to control copy that, control C, copy that. So I just copied that text. Okay, but they want it in the notes pane. The notes pane is at the very bottom of every slide. Okay, like if I'm on slide 4, which I am now, you see up here, it already has a note, but this is called the notes pane. Slide 6, click to add notes. That means there's no note there. Slide 7, there's a note there. Slide 5, there's no note. So it says click to add notes. We're in slide 2, and it says click to add notes. There's no note. They want this ask audience for examples, write on flip chart with a period into the notes pane. So I'm just going to click the notes pane and control V. See if it did it. It did it. It took it. Now, I don't really think they want this in bold, though. Normally, they put these things in bold, like here's a 24 point to emphasize, to make sure that we got what they want. So I'm actually going to not do this in bold. I'm going to come up here to my home again and go into font and get rid of the B by clicking the B again. That's the way I think they want it. No bold, but they want that period. Okay. The bold is just to emphasize to us what we're doing. All right. So I did number 3. Ask audience for examples, comma. Ask audience for examples, comma. Write on flip chart. Write on flip chart, period. I did that. All right. Number 4. Italicize the text. Wow, how hard this one is, huh? Slide 3. So go to slide 3. Number 4. Italicize the text, soft skills, to emphasize it. So here's soft skills, here's hard skills. So they want soft skills emphasized. They don't want it, I'm just getting like where the, what I selected is butting up against the S. I don't want to go too far. I want exactly what they wanted. They said italicize soft skills, and the double quote is right there on the S. So that's where they want it. So that means we go to our font group, obviously, and we just click I for italics, right? And that's italics. So it's now in italics. All right, hit the save button. Again, go down. Let's look at these things now. So we got soft skills as italics, and before this one, well, I already showed that other one, I think. So we scroll down, make this big again. Number 3, soft skills is over here. Let me make it a little bit smaller. Soft skills, you can see though it's in italics. Okay, so it is in italics like mine is. So hit that. Well, mine is like theirs is. All right. Let's see, go back up. Oops. And make it a little bit smaller again. All right, so that's number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. I'm only going to do half, about half. So let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 11 steps. Okay, 11 steps. Change the theme to off. The last one's another simple one. Number 10, mark this, check the spelling. That's easy, obviously. You just check the spelling. Move slide 7 to become the last slide. So that just means you move. You click a slide and move it up and down just by clicking it and moving. You can also do it from the slide sorter view, which is this one here, I think. Let's click away so we can get in there. Normal. Yeah, this is slide sorter. So if you want to rearrange something, you can do it from there, or you can just do it from this view here. Anyway, but I'm not going to do that, right? All right, so I'm on number, so there's 11. So basically I want to do 5.5. I mean, to get 50%, you know, I always say I do somewhere between 45 and 55%. That's what I want to do anyway. I don't want to do everything. So, all right, let's see. I italicized soft skills, so I've done 4. So now 5 won't quite get me to a half, but it'll be very close if I get them right, that is. So, okay, now we're finally doing something. We're inserting a new slide 4. So I'm going to click on slide 3, because if I insert a new slide, it'll then automatically go to 4, but it doesn't matter because you can move it. Actually, you know what? I'll click slide 4. When I insert a new slide here, it's going to push either this one down to 5 or the new one down to 5. I think it'll push the new one to 5, and they wanted a new slide 4. Again, we can go down here and look, but let's first do what they say, and then we'll rearrange them. So to insert a new slide, you go to slides, okay? And here's new slide. They want it to use the section header layout. So let's click down here, section header. And by the way, see, I selected slide 4 because I want to put it here, and this will probably put it where number 5 is, but that's at least close. So click section header. Yeah, section header. So that's now 5. And then to make this go to 4, look, you just click it and drag up. And when you see 4 move down, then you let go. See, now 4, here's 5, which used to be 4, and here's 4, which is the new one. So now there's 8 slides. So again, let's go down and see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4, has communication and whatever, which I can't see, but it's because I haven't typed it yet. All right, so now let's go back to the instructions again. Step 4. No, sorry, I'm on slide 4, which I just made. Okay, so they want communication as the title. So you click on the title and type communication. Okay. Then they want increases productivity as a subtitle. This is the subtitle, what's under it. So increases productivity with a capital P and increases with a capital I. So we did communication and we did that. All right, underline the words increases productivity. So just get in here again and select all that to the end of Y, and then go to your font and make it underline. So the U for underscore, okay? And then that, click right there to see it, hit your save. All right, so I've done now 5. I typed communication. I added increases productivity for the subtitle. And I underlined those words. All right, so I've done almost half. So if I do all of 6, that'll be way more than half. Well, it'll be a little bit more than half. So I'll probably do 1 or 2 steps. I want to get as close to 50% as I can. So step 6 says on slide 5. Now, slide 5 may be wrong now because I just remember I inserted a new slide 4, which ended up in spot 5. Then I clicked it and I dragged it up. Okay, let me show you that one more time just in case you got confused. Pretend this was the one that I just inserted. If I want to move it up to 4, which is what I did, you click it, hold the left mouse button in, and then when you go up, see right now 4 is now below it again, but I'm not going to let it go this time because I want 4 where I just moved it, but you can do that, right? Right. All right, so in slide 4 though now. Okay, no, sorry, in slide 5 now, which used to be slide 4, now they want us to play around with this stuff. So on slide 5, why it matters. That's where slide 5 is now. Slide 5, why it matters. Okay. Modify the bulleted list text as follows. Increase the indent of 19% succeed by 1 level. All right. When they say increase indent, they want us just, so you click to the left of the 19 and up here in the paragraph group. Yeah. Paragraph group up here, this one right here will increase the list level. And that means increase the indent. It'll move 19% over where you see 26 and 23%, but it'll be up here though. Okay, so remember, you get the cursor to the left of the 19% succeed, and then you come into, your paragraph group and click that arrow there, and see now it's indented 1 level. So we did that, so 6A is done. Now 6B says decrease. Decrease means to the left, where increase meant to the right. So 26, so put your cursor now to the left of 26%. And in this case, they want to decrease the indent, which means basically they want 26% to be exactly under 89%. So now again, in the paragraph group, now we want the left arrow, decrease list level. And now you see the 26% under 89% and 46%. And the 19%, which used to be under 46%, is indented. That was from the first part of step 6. And then the 26%, which used to be indented, is now not indented. That's from the second part of step 6. So I think that maybe I'll just stop. Let's see. Select all the text and change the font color to orange. Before completing step 11, the color displays as orange. After step 11, the color is, okay. So they're changing, and I think I actually saw that down here. So when you get to step 11, you're changing, the presentation, the theme to Office. And anytime you change something in a theme, it's going to then change the colors. So that's going to change that a little bit. But I'm not going to do that one just because I want to stop at about 50%, and this should be really real close. It should be like 50, 51, 52%, maybe 53, but I doubt it. But for you to do this, basically you would select all these things. So you just click over here like that, okay? And they're saying change the font. So obviously in this case, it's not the theme. You go to your font, and here's the font, this one. So you click your down arrow, and they're saying 5th column, 5th row, whatever. So you just do it and click it, okay? But I'm not going to do any more. All right, so now I'm going to hit my save. Okay, save. And when you hit your save, when you're ready to upload, then you close the file down. So I close the file down. Okay, I don't need my instructions open because when I upload the file, it's going to give me the same information here, but with a report. So I'm going to close this down as well. So remember, now we're back over here to MindTap. If you got out of MindTap, okay, I'll close it and come back to where we were. See, PowerPoint Module 1 project. So click on it again. I haven't uploaded it, so it still says I have 3 submissions remaining or allowed and 3 remaining. Click Start to Begin. Even though I've done part of this, I haven't uploaded it. So now I click Start again. But now I don't need to do these downloads. I've already done it. So now I want to upload the file. So I'm going to click here. And then I want to go to your class again. But I'm looking for now a file on 6.6, and it's a PowerPoint file. 6.6.6.6 right here. No, that's Homestead Classes. Let's see, where the heck am I? Oh, summer. No, that's where MDC, summer 2022. Maybe I put it, it didn't go inside Homestead. Date modified 4/11/11/2/4/6, 3 over this. Maybe I put it in here. That's where I should have put it. PowerPoint right here, stupid. All right, so SC_PPT19_1A_John Maloney_2. Again, note it doesn't say .pptx, but that's because it says it's PowerPoint, so it is .pptx. But anyway, the date and time. So 6/6, which is June 6th, 8:48 p.m. Mine's right now saying 8:50 p.m. So obviously this is the one I saved 2 minutes ago before I shut it down. So I click that one, click open, and now in a second it's there. So it says the expected file name is SC_PPT19_1A_John Maloney_2, and then they put the .pptx again. Okay. And the saved file, that's the one when I clicked, I went to get, is SC_PPT19_1A_John Maloney_2.pptx. Same file name. So now I can click submit. I predict I got a 51 or 52 or 53. It says it's successfully graded. So click the summary report. And then this thing here is the summary report. You get it literally in a few seconds. So open that file. All right, so here is the file. Now this one I don't need to make the editing. It doesn't really matter. I'm not doing anything with it. Oh, wait, did it say? Okay, step 11, the presentation should be formatted. Wait, no, find the graded summary report on the last slide. Okay, so they added a slide 9. So click slide 9. I got a 51. All right, so that's probably what let's make sure, but I assume that's what I should have got. So step 1, I got a 9 out of 9, so that's fine. Step 2, I got a 9 out of 9, that's fine. Step 3, it was one little thing, but I got 9 out of 9, that's fine. Step 4, the easiest one probably in the whole thing, I just italicized whatever, 9 out of 9. I inserted a new slide 4. This one was a little bit of work, so I had to, the way I did it anyway, I put it and it ended up in position 5. And then I clicked the slide and moved it to position 4, which moved slide 4 to position 5. Anyway, and then I also typed communication as the title. I typed increases productivity as the subtitle. And I underlined the words increases productivity. So I got 9 out of 9 there. And then in number 6, I wanted to do just enough of this to get up to 50 or 51 or 52 or 53. And I got 51 because I got 6 out of 9. I got 6 out of 9 because I did A, I did indent that. I did B, I decreased the indent on that one. So because it's 9 points, there's 3 for A, 3 for B, and 3 for C. I didn't do C, see, so change the font color of the text, because I only wanted to get 51. And then, of course, there's a few, well, not a few, there's 5 others, right, to do. And some of them are worth 9, and then 1 is worth 10. All right? All right. So I hope that you understood and you'll do a great job on that. So now I'm going to go back over here and shut the presentation down. Have a great day, and I'll see you in class. So when I say hello tomorrow morning, it'll be June 7th. All right, stop recording.